今週はまず今年相当売れそうな新しいイギリスの2人組でスタートです。Climbing Fisher, Love Changes Everything. いかがでしたでしょうか。ロンドンの新しい2人組、クライミー・フィッシャーをご覧いただきました。新しいと言ってもこの2人は実は、それぞれちょっとしたキャリアを持っておりまして、まずサイモン・クライミーなんですけども、ジョージ・マイケルとアレサ・フランクリンが歌ってナンバーワンヒットになりましたI Knew You Were Waiting For Me、この曲をはじめ数多くの名曲を作曲した経歴を持っています。そしてもう一人のおとなしいメガネをかけた方のロブ・フィッシャーなんですが、5年前に大ヒットを飛ばしたネイキッド・アイスというグループのメンバーだったミュージシャンなんですが、この2人があるレコーディングをきっかけにデュエットを結成して、実はプロデューサーに U2 やピーター・ガブリエルでおなじみのスティーブ・リリー・ホワイトが入っているということで大いに話題を集めています。さあ、それでは同じくロンドン出身のこれも今年期待できそうなニューアーティストです。Black, Wonderful Life。いかがですか。ロックを感じさせない新しい感覚のサウンドを聴いていただいたわけですけども、このブラックというのはコリン・バーコムというアーティストのソロプロジェクトでありまして、彼はこのブラックという名前を使ってこの約7年間小さなレコード会社からレコードを出し続け、また他のグループの前座を務めてきたわけですけども、今日紹介した曲を一昨年自費で出したところ、これがイギリスで3位まで上がるヒットになりまして、これがデビューのきっかけになっています。その後2曲がトップ10に入りまして、かなり順調で今年いよいよアメリカ進出ということで今後が注目されています。 The Star of the Week。さあ、スタジオにこの人をゲストに迎えております。Tiffany, welcome.
Thank you.
And we have Mr. George Tobin, your producer. Welcome.
Thank you.
You look good. I mean, you don't look like you have been working too hard.
Thank you.
Did you have any opposition, from your parents or, sometimes this happens when you try to be in the showbiz.
No, they were supportive. I had been bugging them that this is what I wanted to do since I was 2 years old. So my mom knew, and I told them that I was going to be a singer and I was going to be a big star and the whole thing. I had it planned out. And when I was 9, they finally took me seriously and said, "Okay, you really want to sing?" And I said, "Yeah, I want to sing." They started me singing with local bands. So they were supportive.
You come from a musical family or something?
No.
You don't?
Just me.
You listen to radio then a lot?
I learned how to sing from listening to the radio to try and imitate a certain artist I was listening to.
Without really not knowing the meaning of the words sometimes?
Yeah. I probably was singing a lot of older songs that I didn't really understand the meaning to. So now I think about some of the songs I was singing when I was 10, and it was probably a little hard to convince the audience that, I've had this experience.
I actually slicked her mom because I was trying to negotiate a contract with her mom. And her mom's a very big country music fan. And I kept telling her mom that I could come up with country titles, we'll try this and we'll try that. And her mom was like beaming because her mom wanted to be the next Loretta Lynn.
Because I was changing. My mom wanted me to sing country and I wanted to do rock. And George was saying, "Okay, well, we'll do this country song." I'm going, no, I don't want to do this. And then we get into the studio and we started recording pop songs. And I was like, I like this.
Mall tour you had, did you cover quite a few malls?
16 malls altogether.
16 malls.
16 cities.
16 cities.
That's a city, a mall.
What kind of show did you put up? Was it a short,
Well, it was about 25 minutes
25?
for each show. And there would be a little talking in between songs, and I'd do at least about five songs. And after I'd get done singing, I would announce that I would be at the closest record store to the stage, signing albums and autographs, and talking to people, and I'd love to meet everyone. And
Most of them, the audience were not familiar with you, right?
right.
So you have to go there as a stranger and persuade them to buy your records.
Yes.
And came out to be very much successful.
It was a very funny thing because the first one they sent us on was in New Jersey, in Bergen, New Jersey. We went in and did it, and the record company didn't know how many albums to put in the record store. And they were saying, well, we'll put in 20 albums. And so I said, well, maybe you should put in a little more. So they finally put 60 albums in the store. And no one from the company went there. We went there ourselves and set it up. And we played Friday night, and then by Saturday afternoon, we sold all 60 albums. And I called the record company back, a home number, one of the executives rang and told him we sold out. And he actually completely believed that I personally bought the 60 records to convince the record company that she was really good. I probably would have if they didn't sell out, but I didn't have to.
Oh, yeah. What do you do when you're not involved and when you're not going to school?
I talk on the phone most of the time.
Most of the time?
And what else do I do?
You're in the last year of high school.
No, I have one more year to go.
One more year. So next year, maybe another album, possible tour, concert tour.
I'll be recording another album February.
So when you be coming back for concerts?
Yes, I'll be coming back with the band.
Yeah.
Do a little bit more shopping.
Yeah.
And hopefully get to see a little bit more of Tokyo.
Yeah.
And some other places. But I like it here in Japan. It's very nice.
Okay, thank you for it. George.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
それではここでもう一度今週のベスト10を振り返っておきましょう。10位 Candle in the Wind Elton John、 9位 Tell It to My Heart Taylor Dane、 8位 Hazy Shade of Winter Bangles、 7位 Could Have Been Tiffany、 6位 Need You Tonight in Excess、 5位 Is This Love Whitesnake、 4位 The Way You Make Me Feel Michael Jackson、 3位 Faith George Michael、 2位 Got My Mind Set on You George Harrison、 そして今週の第1位は So Emotional Whitney Houston。ということで、ウィッティ・ヒューストンが1位であります。しかし、このウィッティを一時は引退を宣言したジョージ・ハリソンの新しい曲が追いかけており、来週はどうなる